everybody. In this tutorial today, we're going to show you how to add a Google Form straight from Google Classroom instead of going to Google Forms first. So I'm going to pull up my classes, and I'm going to select just one of the classes that I teach. In this case, we want to be able to assign it to multiple classes all at the same time. So I'm going to select one of my classes. This is your stream. This shows everything that you've posted so far. Here's your classwork, and this is where I want to create my assignment. So in this case, I'm going to click on the create, and I don't want to do an actual assignment. In this case, I want to do a quiz. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm just going to name it here. Now at this point, I can add instructions, and this is where you will get sent to Google Forms instead of going to Google Forms first. You click on that blank quiz, and it takes you here, and I'm going to name it. And apparently I can't type use. There we go. I'm going to name it up here. Then I'm going to come to my questions here, and I'm going to name it. This is where you would actually ask your question, and then this is one of your answers. And in order to click a correct response, I would select the answer key, and there's the correct response. I need to give it a point value. In this case, I want to give it 1 point, and I can click done. If I wanted to add other options, I could click the add other and go from there. Don't really need to. All right, so I'm just going to leave that like that. Let's see if it'll let me type in there. No, it won't. Oh, I don't know why. I'd have to figure it out, but I don't want to. And so I'm just going to get rid of that and call it good. Now, this quiz is created. If you want to, after they take the test, you can actually click on responses there, and it will show you the responses that you've received. But in this case, our quiz is created. So I'm going to go ahead and just close it out. Now, if I come back here, it still says blank quiz here, and that will change once we assign it, but I'm going to click on it anyway to show you that it pulled up the quiz I just created. If you want to do some things, you can. I always limit to one response, and I restrict my quizzes to only the Snowflake domain. I do allow my kids to edit it after they submit, but I usually go with this first response because I want to see how much they change after, and this is usually when they end up cheating, so I don't care. And I don't want my kids to see summary charts or text responses, so I'm going to go ahead and click Save there, and I'm going to close that out again. Up here is where you would want to assign it to multiple classrooms. This way, you don't have to redo this quiz and add it to each classroom separately. You just do it right here. Now, if I click Assign before I click on any of these, so let's just say I only have it here, and I click Assign, then I will have to go in and add it to the other ones because it will not allow you to add them in after you have assigned it. In this case, I don't want to assign it to my other students because that's last semester. I don't want them to flip out. This is where you would change your point value. You need to look at your quiz because when you create your quiz, let's say I have 10 questions and that each one of those questions is worth 1 point, then I need to change my points up here to be 10 points because it will not automatically update based off of your quiz there. I can select a due date. I can even show my kids a rubric. I can check for plagiarism. And once I'm ready and I click Assign here, it saves it, and it goes away, and there's your quiz that you created right there. If I wanted to, I could move it somewhere. I don't. I want it right at the top so that my students know this is their latest assignment. If you go back to your stream, it will say I added a new assignment there. So there's a couple of places where it will show up. If I click on it, it even shows my quiz, and they can click right there and all right, they've taken their quiz. They can now view the score, and they got 1 out of 1 on it. Yay, 100%, woohoo. Okay, so that is just one of the ways that you can create a Google form without having to go directly to Google Forms first. I prefer to do it in my classroom so that I don't get lost in what I'm doing. If you have any questions, you can contact us and let us know. Thank you.